Hello angels, welcome back to my channel. Guys, I first want to acknowledge that yes, we have hit 30K. In fact, right now we are over 30K. We are at 31K now. And I don't know when I'll ever stop being so shocked. I mean, it just feels like I'm living my dream. But nonetheless, I'm sure that you guys want to hear the rest of this video. But before we get into that, you guys already know the drill. All my angels know the drill. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, which will be right over here. And also do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not already. We are growing at a rapid rate, guys, as I'm sure many of you have witnessed. And it feels so good to have more and more of you lovely angels joining the A-team. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. This video is about how to know when a guy doesn't want you. So I will be listing and talking about the top excuses that guys like to give and the reasons that they like to give of why they are not trying to be in a relationship or why they don't want to be in a relationship with you. Number one, oh, I just got off a major breakup, so I'm dealing with that, so I don't want to jump into anything too quickly, you know? So, okay, it is fair to say that yes, you don't want to jump into anything after you've jumped right out of something for whatever that reason may be. However, that's a clear indication that this person doesn't want to be with you. This person actually cannot be with you because this person has to heal and deal with whatever they need to deal with from their previous breakup. And that honestly goes for men and women. It's never a good idea to, be a serial monogamist where you're just jumping into one thing to the next thing, into the next thing, into the next thing. It's not healthy. It's not healthy to never be alone and to never have solitude. So you have to respect that. And that clearly means this person doesn't want to be with you. That is not, well, maybe if I give him time, like he'll come around. No, because all you're going to be doing is wasting your time. He already told you where his head was in the beginning. Do not tell yourself otherwise. Excuse number two. Oh, I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now because, I have a lot going on, at the moment. Now, this could mean a lot of different things. This could simply mean he's not financially where he desires, so he doesn't want to commit to some sort of relationship. Because as I've stated in previous videos, I mean, honestly, dating is expensive for guys, especially if you're doing it the right way. Dating is expensive. So a lot of the time, especially the younger the guy is, your main focus, I read this in Steve Harvey's book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. The goal of men, especially when they're young, is to, be successful and have money so that they can have the girlfriend, the fiance, the wife, that whole nine, the house, yada, yada, yada. If they do not have that until then, because they have to, live their life, they're going to be dating and learning themselves and playing games in the meantime. It's just naturally how life is. So if a guy specifically says to you, he has a lot going on, you don't know what that could mean. Or it could simply mean, I don't want to give up all the other girls that I'm seeing in my roster. You either join this rotation or you're on your own. Like, that's pretty much what he's saying. So you can't necessarily be upset at that or tell yourself otherwise, because he already told you he has a lot going on. No matter what that is, that's not for you to sift through and fine tune what it is and like, I got it. Yes, this is the reason. All right, now that I found the reason, do you want to be with me now? It's like, no, it is what it is. He has a lot going on. Let him figure that out for himself, not you. Excuse number three. This excuse is so common. And actually, I look for that because I do consider myself to be someone that does date more seriously. I would say that I do date with intention, but of course I'm still young and I still want to learn about myself and what I like and what I don't like. So it really is circumstantial, really, and it's up to you. It's not wrong if you are dating or, you don't have to necessarily date people to all the time want to marry them or whatever the case is, because we're very young, and especially being young, living in New York City. I mean, this is certainly not the Bible Belt. So our culture and in dating and all those things play a factor into our relationships and the dating culture, period. I hope that makes sense. But the excuse that I'm going to say is this one. I'm not really looking for anything in particular, I just want to have fun, and see where things go. Nothing really too serious. Guys, this is such a huge excuse that so many men use. I'm just looking for fun, no expectations, all of these things. The reason why I kind of have an issue with this is because I honestly feel, okay, let me try and be a little lenient here. I'm going to say from the ages of, because 30 is still kind of young. Let's say, to be fair, 35, right? Because men take forever to settle down. By 35, if you're in the dating pool where you can date someone that is 35 years old and they're saying, I'm just looking for fun, and they use the word fun, period, run. Even if honestly you are 18 and a guy tells you he's trying to have fun, run too, because that clearly means he's not ready to be in a monogamous relationship, period, and he wants to have fun. Fun could mean a lot of different things to different people, and we all know that having a gigantic roster is what men specialize in, and that is their fun. Okay? You don't know what they could be doing. Dating 3 girls, in a day, meeting one for lunch, meeting one for coffee, meeting one for dinner. You don't know what these guys are doing. You don't know. So if a guy tells you or uses the word fun, one of the F words is fun, you need to run if he says fun. Okay? If you don't want your heart to be played with, because a lot of the times fun is usually games and things that are, recreational. If you don't want to be played with, then run from the fun. Okay? Number 4, which I kind of did briefly mention, in the last tip, is the let's just see where it goes guy. I strongly believe that men have the capability to know when they're ready to settle down, because it's kind of known worldwide that men know that women aren't usually stereotypically afraid of commitment. So they know that telling you, I am looking to date more seriously now. I am, in search for, the right person. They know that's not going to make us run away. No woman would hear that and go, what? I'm out of here. Normally, stereotypically. They know, a lot of men understand that it's in our nature to want to be committed, to want to be monogamous, at least for women, normally. I'm talking stereotypically, that's the case. So, with that being said, if a guy simply says, let's just see where it goes, to me, that's kind of a red flag, because it could just mean just that, let's see where it goes. But there's a very high percentage that it could just be a blanket term for, I don't really want to be in a relationship, but just to make things sound good to you, I'm going to let's see where it goes, because it kind of makes you feel like you may have hope of this getting somewhere, but it's not. So then, because you hear that and it translates in your head as, wow, so I do have a chance, what do you do naturally? You start proving why you're worthy of being given that chance. To me, just know. If someone's going to say to me, I'm just going to see where things go, then, because how do you step into something without having at least an idea of where you want to go? And men are not usually afraid to voice that, I feel. So what is the issue with saying, hey, I actually do want to being more serious with dating, because they know that by saying that, they can weed out all of the girls that are not interested in that. Does that make sense? And lastly, excuse/reason number 5. The I don't like labels guy. Okay, the I don't like labels guy does not want to be with you at all. I don't care what you name it, nickname it, lie to yourself and tell yourself. You call him babe, he calls you baby. I don't care what it is. If a guy does not say you are his girlfriend, you are simply not his girlfriend. I mean, heck, we've got guys who do claim girls are their girlfriend and still do them dirty. But for the purpose of this video, you want to definitely stay away from the guy who says, I don't believe in labels, because that's a lie. Any guy that really wants you and really wants to be with you is going to want to take you off the market. He's not going to leave you there with the rest of the piranhas, you know, trying to nibble where they can, you know? He's not going to do that. He obviously is not interested for whatever that reason may be. You know, in life, one of my favorite quotes has always been that we are all doing the best that we can according to our own level of consciousness. And that really has guided me through a lot in life and really helped to shift the perspective and prevent me from taking a lot of things personal. But what I'm trying to say is, if somebody simply is telling you that they don't like labels, then why would you even want to be with someone who says something like that? Because in the end, I'm sure your goal is you want to be able to say, this is my boyfriend, or whatever the case is, or, you know, and if you can't even get to that baby step, then there's no point in trying to pursue anything else with this person. I think a lot of the times we go into the mode of, okay, this is a challenge. I'm going to make him want to be with me. I'm going to be the girl that's different and make him want to be in a relationship. And really, there's nothing that you can do on that end, because that's a commitment and that's a shift in a guy's mindset where he has to make the judgment and say, okay, I choose to make you my girlfriend. I choose to now look, I choose to look at you in that way. You can't start doing different things and expecting him to just switch his mind like that. Like, oh, there you go. There you were all this time. I want to be with you now. It doesn't normally work like that. It has to be already in his head that he's heading in that direction, and he made up his mind to head in that direction. So essentially, here's the take home, right? Let's even reference this whole Bachelor thing. I totally recommend you guys watch it. But I watched this season of The Bachelor, and don't you guys think it's insane how Colton ended up choosing the one girl who was the most uncertain about their relationship? A guy's worst fear is losing something of value, right? Especially when it comes to women, money. Their worst fear is losing something of value. That's why you saw even on The Bachelor how Colton dropped both other girls, didn't even go on his last date, because he was so certain that if I do not cut these other two girls off, I run the risk of losing this girl. And it wasn't even a for sure thing. It was a gamble. It was just the potential of this girl, after breaking up with him, wanting to take him back now that he made the decision that I'm not going to entertain these other two girls because I want to show this girl that I'm so serious. I see nothing. I see no one else. I want to be with this one girl. That should tell you a lot, angels. That should clearly let you know that men, when they are sure, they are sure. And when they really want you, they will stop at nothing. Look at Colton. I mean, he jumped a 8-foot fence for Cassie. Come on. Why deal with anyone who is uncertain and looking for fun and leading you on, seeing where things go? Because to me, and that's the one I dislike the most. You know, the let's see where things go and, you know, I don't have any expectations, you know, guy. Because to me, that's just kind of subconsciously stringing, you know, someone along to make them think that if they do a certain thing, who knows what that thing is, that they could potentially get what they want in return. And you just don't know that. And for me, being a woman and knowing what I know that guys, when they are certain, they are very certain. And there's little to nothing you could do to change their mind, especially in terms of a relationship. So let that be a testament to how men operate when they really want to be with you. They will stop at nothing, even if you break up with them. He was willing to literally, and did, dropped everyone. Went from 30 girls to the last 3, dropped the other 2. The one he wanted broke up with him. He had nobody left. And then at that went back to the one that wasn't even sure. I want you angels to understand, as we come to a close, that when a man, or anyone for that matter, shows you who they are believe them. And I'm sure I've said this quote in another video, not sure which one, but I did. Believe them, please. Because right at that breaking point where you choose to let your emotions override logic, what you see, what you hear, what you intuitively know, that's when you're headed downhill. It's a spiral downhill, I can assure you. Because you cannot keep living your life like that and then kind of playing victim and saying, well, this person did this to me and this person fooled me out of this. And it's like, no, babe, you fooled you. You manufactured things in your head that you wanted, things that you wanted to believe. And because of that, this person's actions were playing into your theories. Here's a mini example of that. Let's say that a guy has a huge crush on you, but you're not really that interested. He meets you at a bar for a drink and he mistakes your kindness for kind of flirting, because there is a very thin line. Now, in your head, you're thinking, I don't really like this person, but I do appreciate him taking me out to dinner, getting me a drink. I do appreciate that, but I'm not going to see him after this, you know? But in his head, he's thinking, wow, she's a great girl. Things went so well. She was so sweet. She was so nice. So he can easily manufacture in his head that you are reciprocating the same likeness that he has for you for him. Do you understand what I mean? So sometimes when we manufacture things and we want something so strongly, we desire someone so strongly, we tend to misinterpret their actions, and it tends to play into exactly what we think we're feeling or what we want. I hope that makes sense. You have to understand that these messages, any of these messages, because I'm sure there are more, they're not some sort of secret to be decoded. These are a simple fact of read it as it is. Because if it's not a yes, babe, it's a no. And you do not deserve to be a maybe. You deserve to feel chosen every single day of your life. Chosen every day, chosen in every way. Are you not worthy of that? Let that resonate. Let that sink in. I think we all are deserving of that. So don't ever sell yourself short. I love you. Okay, angels, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you made it to the end, I want you to leave a crown emoji. That way I'll know that you watched the whole entire video and that you are a true supporter of the A-team. And of course, if you made it to the end by now and you dropped that crown emoji and you have not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on your post notifications so that you guys are notified every single time that I post. With that being said, guys, I love you and God loves you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.